Hello everyone! I know it's been a while, I've been missing in action, but I am back with this holiday tutorial and I hope you enjoy. So the first thing I'm going to do is just remove the hair away from my face. And yes, I did shave the side of my head while I was gone. So next, starting with the eyes, I'm using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm just going to use that to prime my lids for the shadow. Next, I'm taking NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean, and I'm just going to apply that on the outer third of my eye. And that's just going to be a nice base for the darker shadows that I'll be putting on these parts of my eye. Then I'm going to go ahead and take a synthetic brush and slightly blend it out. I'm taking MAC's Silver Thorn eyeshadow, and I'm going to put that on a flat shader brush and just place it on the inner half of my eyelid. Now, to create an easier blending transition, I'm using this color called Naked from my Naked palette, and I'm picking that up with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to blend that into my crease. Now, to intensify the darkness of this look, I'm taking this color called Creep on a pencil brush, and I'm going to place that in a wing shape right on the outer corner of my eye. Now you can pile this color on to the intensity of your liking, and then just go ahead and blend it out with a fluffy brush to give it the seamless look. Here I'm just cleaning up any fallout that may have gotten on my cheeks, and then I'm going to go in with my Naked Basics palette. I am taking the color called Faint on an angled brush just to fill in and reshape my eyebrows. Now that my eyebrows are done, I'm going to go in with this color called Venus, and I'm going to highlight right on my brow bone with that. To add some detail and definition, I'm going in and just putting a thin line of winged eyeliner, and for that I am using Maybelline's Line Stiletto Felt Tip Liner. I'm also going to go ahead and apply some mascara only to my top lashes for now, and I'm using L'Oreal's Telescopic Shocking Extensions mascara. Now that the eyes are partially done, we can move on to the face. And first I'm going in with the Professional by Benefit, and I'm going to use that to prime evenly all over my skin just to minimize the appearance of my pores. For foundation, I am using L'Oreal's True Match in N3, and my favorite foundation brush, which is by Real Techniques, the buffing brush, and I'm just going to buff that evenly into my skin. Moving on to concealing and highlighting, here I'm using Rimmel's Match Perfection Concealer and Highlighter, and I'm just putting that on my under eyes, down the bridge of my nose, in the center of my forehead, and also a little bit on my chin. My favorite tool for blending out my concealer is my beauty blender, so I'm just going to take that while it's damp and blend everything out. Now that my concealer is all blended in, I can't forget about my lash line. So I'm going in with this matte black color from my Naked Basics palette. And I'm going to pick that up with an angled brush. And I'm just pushing that right on the outer half of my lower lash line. And I'm also going to place some mascara on my bottom lashes as well. To bring a little sparkle to my eye, I am taking this Starlux eye pencil in Amethyst, and it's this really pretty lavender color, and I'm just going to take that and push it into my tear duct, and it's just going to add the most beautiful purple sparkle. To bring a little color to my face, I'm using my favorite bronzer, which is Hoola by Benefit, and I'm just going to place that messily on the hollows of my cheeks. And for blush, I'm using this blush called Luminoso by Milani, and I'm taking my angled contour brush, and I'm just going to place that on the outer apples of my cheeks. And finally, last but definitely not least, my lipstick is called Sunny Seoul, and it's a beautiful pink color by MAC. Now you can just let your hair loose and prepare yourself to enjoy these holidays. Make sure you surround yourself with people you love and people who make you happy. And of course, never forget to have some fun.
Let me reach, let me be, the shoes of